if I end up seeing a comment that's like, you're this and you're a and then I click on their page and it's like, mom of four, Philippians 4:13, married, wife, God-fearing woman, and I'm just like, huh?
I'm F-R-E-E, hold up, stop the beat. I'm a God-fearing church girl, the devil can't get me.
Hello everybody, this video is brought to you by Earnest, and this is the very thing he needs to say. Will you discuss ladies escaping towards God and religion? I have for the most part seen this when they've been unloaded or left by a man. Is it true that they are doing this to keep living in an air pocket, or is God now their impermanent substitution of the man? I don't think they've changed by any means as they get back on the former ways when they refocus with another or a similar man. Gratitude for your theme. They figure they could put a cross up their neck and afterward clean that wet vent off. That is the manner by which little regard most ladies have these days for religion. Numerous ladies likewise say they don't require women's rights, and the justification for that is on the grounds that such ladies are youthful, dainty, and appealing. The equivalent goes for religion. The ladies that needn't bother with religion are youthful and delightful, and there's a motivation behind why the congregation women are old and single or wedded with their families in the houses of worship. I met one single lady in chapel, and she was most certainly not a looker, but rather there were a lot of good and optimistic guys there. Isn't it clear at this point why ladies become such great little Christians when they get unloaded by their sweethearts? Yet again, getting unloaded obliterates a lady's confidence, so she would rather not go through a similar encounter. To guarantee that the next person doesn't dump her, she'll take the necessary steps, remembering becoming strict for requests to draw on a male that feels mind-boggling culpability if assuming he were ever to leave her. Strict men likewise get a ton of friends strained from different folks in their confidence to remain along with the ladies that they're with. On the off chance that I was a lady, I would go looking for men in the temples, since I realized that such men would be more dedicated to me, and I wouldn't need to stress over getting undermined. In any case, for most of ladies, getting undermined isn't something that occurs. It's normally the reverse way around. That is the thing an ugly lady is frightened by, being undermined, and afterward she goes to chapel to be important for the supposed local area. Then they track down the alleged strict guys and fix him, and that is the point at which you really begin to see things return to bygone times. Abruptly, she's not generally keen on going to chapel, except if it's Christmas or Easter, since those are the times that every other person goes to chapel. In the event that she's not there to be seen, it looks awful on her. I've known men that were disgusted of their confidence by ladies that they had met in chapel. What does that enlighten you regarding female chameleons? It tells me that they have no obligation to whatever's more significant than themselves. So much for purported strict ladies. I dated a strict lady in my mid-20s, and she spread her legs speedier than a mollusk in a pot of extremely hot water. Religion was only a snare that she was blaming so as to remove her garments and endeavor to trap me with her sacred vent. She calculated that she could simply trade one confidence in Christianity for one more revolved around her consecrated vent. I learned before long that these ladies are the greatest harlots, and to avoid them whenever the situation allows. Religion functions admirably for ladies as a procedure to trap men, since it works with disgrace and responsibility. Sin should bring each and every man and woman disgrace, and cause all of us to feel remorseful all the time, paying little mind to assuming we took paper cuts or killed somebody. So each and every transgression is only a wrongdoing, and it's totally weighted, all things considered. All Hillary Clinton needs to say is that she's sorry she killed 100 individuals and all will be excused. That is the same way that all harlots need to express upset for laying down with 100 men, and God will excuse her too. At the point when a lady meets a strict man, he's typically youthful and hopeful and likely protected, so it's far more straightforward to control and succumb to her cunning. God is surely not an impermanent swap for the man. All things considered, the strict man is a long-lasting swap for the non-believer, who unloaded her before, and ideally this time, this new person is staying put. In the event that a man has confidence in God, he's all the more effectively controlled by ladies. The absence of religion in the present Western world could be one of the many reasons that men heading out in a different direction are beginning to build up forward momentum. All things considered, in the event that a man doesn't feel culpability and disgrace, since he's deciding not to repeat and be productive and duplicate like Christianity advances, then he will turn out to be more narrow-minded naturally. In the event that he has no kids and he doesn't feel regretful about siphoning and unloading, then this makes it more challenging for some ladies to keep their high-status guys since they have the choice to hop starting with one lady then on to the next. In Muslim nations, where ladies are completely dressed something very similar, you don't see what is going on. The supposition is made that they are accommodating and respectful due to religion. However, clearly the greater part of these ladies are simply making a cursory effort and professing to have confidence, so they will be socially acknowledged into that society. For their purposes, religion is something they use to turn into the female chameleon and draw in a particular kind of simple to hoodwink male in societies, where everybody appears to be identical and rehearses a similar religion. The female chameleon makes some harder memories emulating her prey. She can't profess to like exactly the same things the guys do on the grounds that is not acknowledged, so the person isn't going out and attempting to track down a lady with similar interests as him. She is a lady after all, so in many such societies, her inclinations should be unique. She shouldn't have any desire to turn into an avid supporter and appreciate going climbing and paddling with them. Her advantage lies in dealing with the home and the kids, and that is everything she's said to do. These are the socially satisfactory things for her to do too. Yet, progressively in numerous far-off nations and societies, it's turning out to be socially adequate for ladies to work and be taught outside of the home. The mix of business and tutoring in ladies prompts a lower rate of birth in ladies attempt to mirror men. That is additionally when religion will in general fly through the window. Returning to the floozies that profess to be strict in Western nations, they likewise do this to expand their dating commercial center worth, since in such a case that you see them as Lord Almighty dreading ladies, then you won't precisely be seeing them riding the merry-go-round. Be that as it may, you couldn't say whether they've been riding around on the cross merry-go-round. They might have been laying down with a cleric, and you have no chance of knowing whether that is sacred water in their hair. The most awful part is that numerous strict young ladies are utilized by the congregation or confidence to get new believers. I just left her after my psychological and actual well-being were on the decay. What number of ladies, religious or in any case, could decide to accompany their accomplices assuming their accomplices were unbelievably screwed up concerning their well-being? I would think not very many. Just once I understood that she couldn't have cared less about the thing I was going through and didn't uphold me that I at last left. Ladies don't have confidence in one another or men, so I truly question that they'll have confidence in a man in the mists, except if he's rich and a decent supplier. That is all I must say for now. Gratitude for taking your everyday portion of red pills, and recollect a red pill daily fends the evil harlots off. Partake in the remainder of your day in good health.